Happy New Year's. We have new deals to celebrate this year. Some bangers going on. These, of course, are over on Amazon.com. These are prices as of New Year's Eve, 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We got 4Ks, we got Blu-rays, got some boutique labels in here, and some surprises. But before we get into all these amazing deals, if you love collecting physical media, just like me and being a part of this amazing league of film fans for the entire new year, go ahead and mega smash that like and subscribe. That way you stay entertained and up to date on all the latest physical media topics all year long. And leave in the comments below, what have you been picking up recently and what deals are you looking forward to? So let's get right into this list. So first up, we're going to have The King on Screen, 30% off, 24.43. Apparently this is a documentary on Stephen King. Now this is fascinating. I did not know this Blu-ray came out. I do really want to see this because I am a Stephen King fan. So I want to check this out. I want to see if he's talking about The Shining, The Mist, all that fun stuff, because he's done so many, books that led to so many great movies and just wonderful adaptations overall. So I really want to get into that documentary. That's not a bad little price, under 25 bucks. So that is one I am considering. Next up, we got Time Bandits from the Criterion Collection on Blu-ray, 57% off at $17. Now that's really good for a boutique label, especially a Criterion edition. And this movie is super fun. It's like a fantasy adventure story that plays around with the time travel elements. You even got Sean Connery showing up at a certain point. So I was actually pretty delighted with this one. Some cool effects in there and definitely worth $17. If you don't care about a 4K and you're content with a Blu-ray, you're not going to do much better than that on a Criterion Blu-ray. Next up, we got to have Oppenheimer on 4K Blu-ray and digital. 44% off, $27.99. So just a little bit of a discount there, but people are loving this 4K. They're saying it's visually stunning, sounds amazing at home, and I had a good experience with this one in the theater. It kind of blew me away just with the sound effects and just how it looked overall. So I do need the 4K disc at some point. Maybe gonna play the waiting game just a little bit longer to see if it gets discounted, maybe $10, $15 more in the future. But if you can't wait any longer, maybe you haven't seen it in theaters, that's not a bad price to pick it up. It's at least worth a one-time watch, but I know a lot of people love it, and who knows, maybe it'll win Best Picture this year. Next up, we got Police Story 3 Super Cop 4K. This 38% off, $27.99. And I believe this one stars Jackie Chan and Michelle Yeoh, if I'm not mistaken. But I've never seen any Police Story movies. I've heard they're pretty good. And I do want to get into more martial arts and action movies this year. So I think Jackie Chan movies will be kind of a good entry point for that. So you guys let me know in the comments. Is it worth just jumping into Police Story 3, or should I watch the first and second one? And where would I pick up 1 and 2? I have no idea. So you guys let me know how I should tackle that in the comments below. Next up, we got DCU Batman and Harley Quinn on 4K Blu-ray and digital. 33% off at $9.99. Under $10 for a movie like that. That's a great deal. I paid way more for that one when it came out. And I'm a sucker for those DC animated titles. But this is actually one of the better ones. I wouldn't say it's like top tier, but definitely mid to top tier for sure. I had a fun time. I mean, Harley Quinn is just a great character, and I love the dynamics with Batman in that one. Speaking of loving some DCU animated movies, here we got Suicide Squad Hell to Pay 4K Blu-ray as well, and this was a good time. I'm a fan of the Suicide Squad characters. You get a lot of other different characters in here too. I think Dr. Fate is in this one quite a bit, and he's kind of hilarious in this one. They kind of play a little comedic with it. So I can recommend that one. Once again, if you're a DC fan, you love animated stuff, I would take a chance on both of those if you have not yet seen them. They're definitely worth the prices here because, yeah, I mean, come on, under 15 bucks here, under 12 bucks. I mean, come on, this is just great value for movies like that. Next up, we got Enter the Video Store, Empire Screams, 45% off, $54.99. Now, this is the more watered down Empire Screams box set. It just has the Blu-rays in there. You're not getting anything else fancy. It's not like a nice hard case that just, pops off the top. But I do really like this one because it takes up less shelf space and you're still getting all the movies. And actually, these movies are worth checking out. I know I was surprised myself when I saw them. I thought they were going to be hot garbage. They're all actually pretty decent. They're really good. And in particular, Robot Jocks and Dolls. If you get this set, you haven't seen those yet, I would start off with those. Those ones are awesome. They're going to blow your mind. They're just so good. And I'm not sure why I've never even heard of those titles till I picked up this box set. So they got to get some more love out there. Those movies are just such a fun time. Next up, we got WandaVision Season 1, 4K Ultra HD, 24% off, 41.99. So under 42 bucks for a full season of, well, I guess it's a full season of television. I mean, I think it's only what, 6 or 8 episodes in there, which isn't a ton of episodes. So I would love to see this get discounted even more, but it is way cheaper than it was when it first came out. So I might be risky with this one and play the waiting game, see if it gets discounted 5 or 10 bucks more. But I do really want it. I'm a sucker for, of course, Marvel superhero stuff, still books. I need to complete the whole collection. I got to get that one at some point. Next up, we got Freeway, 33% off. 3016. Now, I've never seen this movie before. I think this one was on Vinegar Syndrome site at one point. I don't know if it's a partner label or Vinegar Syndrome proper, but I heard good things about this movie. I heard it's like a thriller suspense. Don't know more about it than that. I don't want to spoil myself there. But this might be the time to pick it up. $30 about doesn't seem too bad. That's reasonable. That is a reasonable price for an item like that. So I might just take a whirl on it. Should I? You guys let me know in the comments if you want me to jump all over Freeway. Next up, we got It Loves It. Blah, blah, blah. Can't talk in the new year, guys. I gotta get this going here. We're on the last one. Number 10 here. We got It Lives Inside Blu-ray. It's overstocked right now, so it's 28%. 1440. Now, It Lives Inside. I did see this one in theaters. It's a horror title. And I almost thought this was going to be the most generic horror movie I've ever seen when I went into the screening, but it's a little bit better than that. It's not a must see, but if you're a horror fan, I think you'll get a kick out of it. It's kind of like Boogeyman, but better than Boogeyman, in my opinion. I like the characters and performances here. I kind of like the background lore. They kind of do a twist on the mythology here with all of this. There's definitely some creepy moments. There's some scary, gruesome moments. So it kind of keeps you on your toes. And that's why I can definitely recommend It Lives Inside for horror fans, especially under 15 bucks. It's 14.40 right now. Not a bad little price. That's worth it. That is worth it for a Blu-ray of a newer movie like that. Definitely would consider checking that one as well. Hey, at this point, maybe I'll add it to the collection there. But there we go. Those were the top 10 deals I could find on Amazon.com as of this recording. You guys, once again, will have to let me know in the comments which deal stuck out to you. Are you going to be picking any of them up? And if you do, please go through those Amazon affiliate links in the description below, because that's a great, easy way to help the channel. And I greatly appreciate you for doing that. And speaking of appreciation, definitely go ahead and mega smash that like and subscribe on the way out if you have not yet done so. That way you can stay entertained by all these great Amazon deals going into the new year, and you save yourself some money on your collecting journey. And hey, you get to buy and watch more movies, and we get to talk them and have a great time. And if you enjoyed this topic, mega click the next video right now. And thank you so much, my mega membership supporters.